right, y'all. As y'all can see, well, as I can see, I need to lose some goddamn weight. Man, as a dude who used to bench 325, squat 585, clean in the 300s, maybe 305, 310, not hang clean, just regular clean off the ground, man, I need to work out. I need to work out. I'll put a video of me doing 225 for 10 reps.
Eight, 9, 10.
All right, yeah, y'all just saw that video. So 225 used to be my warm-up on the bench. I used to bench 225 10 times. Oh, boom, boom. Back in high school, though. That was my weightlifting prime, was high school. Yes, that is sad, man. I am years out of high school right now, over 5 years out of high school. And high school was my prime, not in life, but my prime inside of the weight room. Man, I played college football for one season. I played for Trine University. It didn't go how I planned. Didn't go. I had to leave. My grades were terrible as well. Went to community college. Now I'm at university. But I need to get back in that gym. I used to be so in shape. I used to run sprints every week. Used to lift weights 5 times a week. I used to have 5 days a week of working out, and then one day where I work out twice. So 6 workouts, 5 days a week. That's what I used to do in high school. That's what got me to college in the next level. I played D3 though. I didn't go D1. It wasn't big enough, wasn't fast enough. You know, all the politics that go into it. But I was a weight room warrior. That's where I put in all my reps. That's why I thought I was a good football player, even though it's more than just the weight room. But the weight room is how I differentiated myself from the average player. I remember when I first maxed out bench, I didn't even go my full max. I maxed out at 135. I didn't go my full max because I don't know. I was just a freshman in high school. My first time maxing out. I didn't go all the way, but it was 135. I remember people were telling me, oh, you can go higher, this, that. One day during workouts wasn't even max week, so we weren't maxing out our benches or our squats or anything like that. And I benched like 175, 45 and a 25 on each side. I think that's 175, something like that. I benched that, or that's 185 maybe. Yeah, that's 185. I benched 185. I was like, damn, maybe I could do something here. So then I started benching every day for like maybe a year. I benched every day. Some days I would skip leg day just to bench. And I got it up to 325. Of course, later in my high school career, junior and senior years, I started to squat again. I was squatting. I wish I squatted the full time, never skipped leg day, but I got my squat up to 585. In high school, I was like 270 pounds. So, yeah, that's what I did. I grinded and I grinded and I grinded in the weight room all the time. I wasn't really that big. You know, I didn't take roids. I didn't take protein. I didn't watch what I ate. But I didn't look that big, but I was very strong, you know. As you see from the video that I played, I benched 325. But in that video, I did 225 10 times. And that was my warm-up. That's what I did. Warming up every time I benched was 225 10 times. On the incline bench, for a while, my warm-up was 185. And then I got that up to 225. So, yeah, I never warmed up with more than 225. I did start to on bench to warm up with more than 225, but I didn't need to. It didn't warm me up like the 225 did, I guess. I mean, it did, but I didn't feel the need to go over 225 for my warm up. So, yeah. And my coach, he would have this chart where you would max out, and based on your max out weight, the weight that you maxed out on your lift, on your squat, bench, clean, your workouts would have to be off of your max. So it'll be like 40% of your max for 10 reps, 80% of your max for 2 reps, stuff like that. And he would have our workouts for us, and that's how we got stronger. He really used a like science behind how to lift more, how to get stronger, and we used that science in our football workouts, and that's how we got stronger. Honestly, a lot of kids from my class and my school did not work out. They didn't see the value in football. They didn't want to play college, I guess. I don't know. I guess they do want to play college. They did want to play college, but they didn't put in the work to play college. That's why I only had one other teammate to play college. His squat was like 665. His bench was like 295. His clean was like 340. Some crazy stuff like that. Actually, during the school, from junior year to half of our senior year, I was the leading lifter in my class. And then he surpassed me in the end. You know, I started smoking weed, skipping class, skipping workouts. He surpassed me, you know, and that led him to go Division II. I'll talk about this in another video, but that led him to go Division II. I went D3. He earned it. I didn't. He kept his grades up too. He didn't skip class. So yeah, I need to get back in the gym. I'm gonna start getting back in the gym. I know what to do to get me stronger and to get my weightlifting up. You know, to get my max up. I will get back to 325, and I probably will want to get to 450 before I don't even try to go higher, because, you know, that can hurt your shoulders. Just like squatting hurts your knees, benching hurts your shoulders. Once you get to a certain level and you're doing too much weight, like once you squat around 500, 525, it'll start to hurt your knees. With bench, I say it's around 400, 425. It'll start to hurt your shoulders. But if you do it too much, if you do the heavy weight too much. But yeah, I got to get back in the gym, you know. Yeah, the gym is important. It's how you keep your body healthy. It's what gets the girls, helps you get girls at least. It's not the defining factor, but it'll really help, you know, if your muscles are popping out to eat or something out at the casino, girls looking at you, it'll be different, you know. And it's good to be strong, in my opinion. Being strong is it's not very important, but it's important in life, you know, to be able to at least have body weight strength and be able to do certain things that like a fat person couldn't do because they don't have the body weight strength or they weigh too much, you know. And lifting weights is one of the best ways to burn calories. It burns calories even when you're not working out, unlike running. Running only burns calories while you're working out, while you're doing the run. But running does burn calories more at a time. But weightlifting, if you weightlift consistently every day, you're burning calories throughout the day, every day, all day. And if you just run, you're only burning calories when you run. So I'd say just run and work out to get stronger and to burn the calories throughout the day. You can run to burn more calories at a time. But yeah, that's what you can do. And I plan to get in shape. I'll show you guys results in another video months down the line. But hey, we got to get it back in shape, man. I used to be in top dog shape. Used to run sprints 5 days a week. Well, during the season, 5 days a week. Off season, I would run sprints like once a week. During season, I would run sprints 5 times a week, lift every day, you know. But I would go through those workouts every day. Even during seasons, we were working out, keeping our strength during the season, getting stronger in the off season. I would get stronger during the season, I feel like, but I wouldn't really know. We wouldn't really max. But yeah, football is the way to go because you work out 6 months out the year, then or maybe 8 months out the year, 4 months out the year, you're working out, but you're not working out to get stronger. You're working out to maintain that strength and to maintain your body type and maintain your healthiness, maintain your physique. You're not really working out to get stronger, to get better during the season, which is kind of like a break from all the hard workouts you have to do after the season and before the season and the off season. So yeah, that's my plan, to get back in there and work out. Catch y'all in months. I'm out.